Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we have a couple of GCW shows to do tonight, and then we have the NASCAR Cup Series Auto Trade Echo Park Automation 4, Automotive 400 preview as well. So first on the docket is the GCW Long Live GCW review. The show was last night on Fight TV. It was a combination show with, or it was hosted by WXW over in Oberhausen, Deutschland, Germany. It was 2 nights over there. They had their big festival that WXW was a part of. So we had some of the WXW stars and GCW stars going at it here. So first match we had the JCW, the Jersey Championship Wrestling Championship on the line. This is actually the 5th country that Jordan Oliver has defended that title. He went up against the Rotation, who is a Lucha Libre star over in Germany. This match was pretty good. It was pretty short. It was like less than 10 minutes. But these two guys just went out and just put on a really good starter match, kind of get that crowd into the show. Jordan Oliver retaining his JCW championship. I give it 3 1/4. Next up, we had 2 more Lucha Libre stars, Gringo Loco versus Leon Slater. Leon Slater, this guy's going to be a star someday. He's already is in a lot of people's eyes. He's wrestled in GCW. He's wrestled in Rev Pro, in Progress, and everything. And he is just so talented, so young too. He's 17 years old, so he's a little bit younger than Nick Wayne, with the same kind of moveset. Him and Gringo just went out there, 13 1/2 minutes, a great little Lucha Libre match. I give it 3 3/4 star. Next up, we had a very hard-hitting match. We had Shigehiro Irie taking on Arez. Kind of like the opening match, 9 1/2 minutes, just too big. Fights going on. Two guys who just love to fight. I ended up giving it 3 1/2 with Shigehiro Irie getting the victory. Next up, we had the GCW Ultraviolent Championship on the line champion, Rina Yamashita, going up against Jimmy Lloyd, a different boy. This boy can deathmatch wrestle. This boy can scramble wrestle. He can do a little bit of everything. Rina Yamashita went ahead and retained that title, the GCW Ultraviolent title. I ended up giving it 3 1/2. Pretty good match. Next up, we had Dark Sheik taking on Norman Harras. Dark Sheik was actually supposed to take on, I think, Becca, but she ended up getting hurt, so Norman Harras took her place. Dark Sheik was an okay match. I ended up giving it 3 star. Nothing spectacular here, but Dark Sheik getting the victory there. Next up, we had the tag team of BUSSY, Allie, Katch, and Effy, taking on Second Gear Crew, one called Manders and Mance Warner. We know Effy is part of the Second Gear Crew as well, but this was a kind of a GCW versus GCW match. Got a little hardcore, got a few chairs involved, which took us to a spot that I absolutely never thought I would see in GCW, and based on stuff that Nick Gage said on night 2, it actually kind of bothered me. The spot was, Effy was on the outside, Second Gear Crew beating up Allie, Katch. Effy starts to get back in the ring, they threw a chair at him. So Effy's putting his hand up on the rope, like he's going to pull himself up, sitting on the ringside, on the ground. The chair hits him like this. Just throw a chair at the ropes. Effy falls back. Effy rolls under the ring. Effy comes out looking like he just went 15 minutes in a death match with Rina Yamashita and got nailed with tubes and glass for 5 minutes. He bloody and just, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but the chair shot didn't do that. There was no, I mean, I watched this spot 5 times. He was not bleeding until he rolled under that ring. I hate to think in GCW that we have to, I won't say stoop to that level, but we have to do that to bleed. when we see enough GCW death matches, and even Nick Gage says we bleed the right way here. And it's like, are you serious right now? Did I really just see this? That actually took me out of that match, to be honest with you. I watched the rest of it. It was 13 and a half minutes long. But that spot just kind of like, I was deflated. I'm like, really? There was no need for that. BUSSY ended up getting a victory. Allie, Katch, and Effy ended up giving it 3-star. It was just like, at that point, it was like, it was dead to me at that point. That was probably early on in the match, too. But we picked that bad boy back up. We came back in with the GCW World Heavyweight title on line. We had champion Blake Christian taking on Peter Tihanyi. This Peter Tihanyi dude is the real deal. He wrestles let's see, let me take a look here if I can find some info on him. He does a 450 Skywalker Paradise Kick, bicycle kick. So he's literally a German version of Blake Christian. It's literally what he is. So yeah, I mean, almost the same. He's a little bit taller than Blake Christian. But I've seen him in a few WXW shows over time I've watched. There's some of those on Peacock under the WWE banner. But yeah, I mean, uber talented. They're almost the same guy, except for the fact that Blake Christian is, I don't care, kind of heel, and no one likes him. I do, but that's beside the point. This match was super damn good. 17 and a half minutes long, 3 3/4 star. Blake Christian retained his GCW World Heavyweight title. And then we had as a main event, we had Nick Gage, the god of this shit, versus Jody Janela, the bad boy. The bad boy took it to the old man. Tell you what. They used some chairs, they used some thumbtacks, had some, I think there's some pieces of wood out there if I remember correctly. But it was a good match, don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of false finishes, which was kind of interesting. You can see a lot of that in Nick Gage matches. Nick actually was able to work up to Joey. It was pretty cool. Ended up giving it 3.5 with Nick Gage getting the victory there. It's almost a 19-minute match. So that was GCW Long Live GCW 2023. Go ahead and review that. Definitely a good show. If you got 5+ and you haven't watched it, go watch them. They're worth it. If you don't have 5+, I'm telling you, that is the best deal in professional wrestling. It's $7.99 a month. It's $69.99 a year. But not only do you get every GCW show, you get every Santino Brothers wrestling show now. You get Black Label Pro. You get there's a ton on there. You got to go check it all out. There is actually too much on there for you to actually one person to actually watch. Trust me, there is. And I watch a whole lot of wrestling, but I watch other things as well. But there's actually so much wrestling that you can't even watch it. But that again, that is GCW Long Live GCW Review. Stay tuned to Rubber Sports Show for GCW versus the World, and then our NASCAR Cup Series preview for tomorrow's race at Texas Motor Speedway. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spectacular day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports.com.